Hey, we're Hold the Phone, your home for free streaming comedy that just got a YouTube account so our meemaws can watch. No matter where you live, we've got your favorite shows like Hot Tub with Kurt and Kristen, Hey Girl with Matt and Kyle, The Fun Time Boys, and more. Interact live and support the comedians you love in real time. Follow us to make sure you never miss a set, and subscribe because we told you to. Tonight, we're proud to present Hot Tub Home Edition. Please give a big digital welcome to your hosts, Kurt Braunohler and Kristen Shaw.
Would you believe me if I did blow your mind to a zillion pieces? Would you believe me? Driving me bananas, baby, bananas, driving me.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Hot Tub. It is not bananas. It is Hot Tub. Kristen insisted on having the bananas theme song played. But listen, if you're interested in wanting to know what that is, that's my podcast. You go check it out. All right, everybody?
It's Kurt's other project.
Yeah. It is. It is. It is indeed.
It's called Bananas. And when I was in Canada, I listened to a few episodes. And
Oh, you did?
I did.
Wow.
Well, I did. I missed my friends.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Any notes?
Well, I learned a lot about our relationship by listening to it.
Did you really?
Yeah.
What did you learn?
Well, there was a couple episodes where you seemed to be in a bit of a mood where you weren't ready to joke around with Scotty or anybody or just like business, onto the business.
Uh-huh.
And Scotty would roll with it and it was fine. Whereas if it was you and I and you were onto the business, I would probably needle you about like, well, why are you in this kind of mood? Do. And then you would double down and get madder. And that's sort of the show. And then I learned a big lesson.
So what kind of business was I getting? This is great. All of a sudden, this has become therapy for me.
Yeah, because it's about you, yeah.
It's been about me for 4 months, Kristen. I've just been here doing this by myself without you. All right.
I'm so sorry. No, just sometimes you would just seem like you were like, okay, Scotty, all right, because we're in a pandemic, so it's like it's fine, but less cheerful. Let's say that. In a couple of listen to the Jackie Cashin one.
Oh, interesting. Okay, I'll listen to it. I'll go and listen to it.
Yeah.
All right, great.
But
welcome back to America.
Good episodes, Bananas. Yes, I'm happy to be back. I got here in on Thursday, and I got a vaccine between the airport and my house.
Just at a roadside stand.
Pretty much, it felt like that. I didn't even know what they were gonna give. I was like, "What is this?" They were like, "Oh, this Moderna." I was like, "Great." We'll put it in, and yeah, because I was in Toronto and Canada's. I don't know if we have any Canadians in the audience tonight, but yeah, you guys are kind of getting shafted, and I'm so sorry by this whole thing. Because the Canadians played by the rules pretty much the whole time. Like, they're very good.
Yeah, of course. It's the definition.
Yeah, and we were like just a shit show down here. Just like, just middle finger up. Not us, not my friends, but country. It's a disaster. But we get the medicine first, and Canada doesn't have any. And now they're in a hotspot in Toronto, and it's really shitty. They have some, but not enough. Because they don't have.
Well, welcome back to the United States, baby!
Hi, Ratty.
Hey, it's me, Ratty. It's good time to be a rat.
So, Ratty, there's so many vaccines in the United States of America. Yeah. We're like lousy with them, tripping over them.
Yeah.
I could probably go back and get more if I wanted.
Yeah.
Did you get yours? Did you get your vaccine?
What's that?
Did you get your vaccine, Ratty?
Oh yeah. You know. What?
Did you get it or didn't you?
No, I'm not. I'm waiting to see how this goes. You know, I just don't know if the global pandemic is more dangerous than a vaccine that saves lives. I'm not sure yet. So I'm holding off because I think it's the informed decision to do.
Well, the longer you wait, the worse this is going to get, and we're going to miss our window. I don't understand why you wouldn't trust science.
Look, I understand the scientists did something they all busted their asses for 1 year and they did something that no one thought was possible.
They're good. This is like going to the moon, Ratty. Don't you want to be a part of the moon ride? We used to have to sit on Earth and watch them go to the moon, but now we're getting it in our arms.
You know, I just saw a couple memes and got a little suspicious. I'm also vegan, so I don't want to get that stuff.
Okay. So you heard one thing, one uninformed thing, and that was enough.
Yeah, I saw a meme that was like Burger King was going to put vaccines in their French fries and stuff. And so I don't know. I figure I'll wait until they do that. And because I love Burger King French fries. They're the best French fries, I think. And next to hot dogs, my favorite dish.
You just enrage me. I can't believe how many different phases of rage I have to go through this whole thing. Anti-maskers to anti-vaxxers. It just doesn't end. When can humanity end, rats? Just be smart for like just one day together.
Never, Kristen. Welcome to the United States of America. We got a lot of vaccine and nobody wants it anymore.
It was really good to get out of the United States when you guys were struggling, and then when everyone
whoa, Kristen, did you get your Canadian passport while you're over there?
I thought about it. I did not get it.
You guys, all right, dial it back, Mrs. International Travel.
I'm sorry. I guess what I meant was not that you guys who were down here suffering together, and you guys were in the shit, and I wasn't. And then I was
taking rainy walks across Vancouver Sound.
we were still in quarantine, but people actually follow rules in Canada. It's weird. But they have good ice cream.
Yeah, I heard that. Hey, we should get this show started.
Yes,
This has just been a gentle chat.
I think it was but Ratty, will you just please get the vaccine tomorrow, or I will hate you forever.
Okay.
See
you later. All right, guys.
You hear that? Ratty's gonna do something right for once.
Well, we'll see. We'll find out next week if he does it. You know?
Yeah. Okay. Ooh, that's fun. We're telling a story.
We're telling stories 5.5 minutes at a time. Are you guys ready for this show to get started? Oh, this is one thing. This show is free, everybody. And if you enjoy what we're doing, please donate some money. All the money goes to the performers and the producers of the show. You can donate in the YouTube thing right there, or you can Venmo at hottub_show. If you donate, we'll give you a shout out. Any other business, Kristen? Was that as did you like how I did that business? Do you know what I mean? Was that not very bananas like?
Ooh, see, this is the attitude here.
There it is.
That Bobby Landis would just be like, sounds good, Kurt. Okay, like everything you say is like doesn't matter your tone or anything.
I think maybe you read my tone, like read into my tone more.
I might be more intuitive, sure.
Yeah. Let's get the show started. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm so excited about these great comedians.
And we have a fantastic show for you guys. Our first comedian is absolutely fantastic. They're so funny. Please put your hands together and welcome to the show, Jess Tom.
What a raucous applause. Thank you, Kristen. This is so much fun. Live from my depression hole. Here we are. I love, honestly, doing stand-up on Zoom. I feel like when I was doing it IRL, I was bringing my depression to the stage. Now I get to bring everybody to my depression. I'm literally standing right here because if I move a little, you will see there's takeout on my bed where I was eating it. So I'm using my body to block that out. What's up? What's up? My name is Jess. I'm a non-binary transgender person. I go by the pronouns they, them. I like when people call me they. It makes me feel less lonely. Like someone can be like, oh, that's Jess. They're going to go smoke a spliff. And it sounds like I had a friend. So something about me is I started HRT, hormone replacement therapy, about a year and a half ago. So right before then, you know what? And so for me, that's testosterone, which is, nature's beard filter. And it was a long time coming for me. It was a big decision. For the longest, I was so afraid that testosterone would turn me into an unfunny man. Like 6 months down the line, I'd wake up like, oh, my wife. Like I suddenly have a wife. No, but I'm doing it. It's interesting. It's exciting. Something that happens when you're on testosterone is that you get very strong. Okay, so I can do things I could never do before, like open the door at the bank. It's crazy. I haven't done that in a long time, but it is relevant in this lifestyle too. Like I am so strong, I can scoop ice cream right out of the pint, straight out of the freezer. Okay. I don't have to wait. I don't have to microwave it. I save that 15 seconds. Oh, I feel powerful. Oh, I feel so strong. I don't eat it. Eating desserts is for women. I scoop it. I throw it in the trash. I throw it away. My men feel so good. I don't know. Another funny thing about testosterone is that it makes you very horny, which is interesting because I really thought that I was already horny enough. And I can go further. I did shatter that glass ceiling. Insane thing to do, by the way. As the world is ending, take some medicine that makes you more horny because no one else is there with you. It's very lonely at the top. I was on another Zoom comedy show, and one of the other comics was, picking up the camera and like taking it around the room. And she goes, "Okay, now guys, this is my masturbation corner." And I was like, "Girl, a room has 4 corners. Why limit yourself?" I'm in a relationship right now. It's very nice. It is a non-monogamous relationship. I have a girlfriend. She has a wife too. Yes, we all know about each other. No, I don't date the wife. Yes, we are all in a group chat where we send each other memes about love. It's nice. It's the 21st century. It's a new time. I was thinking about I was talking to my girlfriend the other day. I'll say this. I'll get out of here. I've been thinking about death. I'm not special. I think about death. I've been thinking about mortality. We've been thinking about this right now, right? My girlfriend asked me, would I rather I die first or my partner die first? This was before the pandemic, by the way. This is just the way we talk to each other. These are just our sweet nothings. She asked, would I rather I die first or my partner die first? And I said, I always thought I would die alone. Not like alone, all right? Not like alone. Like on the scale from die in each other's arms to you are the last person on this planet. I'm still somewhere over here. I'm trying to say, I think I could die while I'm in love, but they don't have to be there, I don't have to die in anyone's arms. I just want to be generally loved. I want to be generally loved. I want someone to find my body and go, oh no. You know, I don't want them to find my body and go, finally, the bitch is dead. Thank you so much for having me.
For just Tom. That was amazing. I learned so much, and I definitely want to get on the team myself.
It's fun.
Because I'm not going to lift weights. That was amazing. All right, moving on. We have another comedian who is also in love. Maybe we'll talk more about it. Well, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Matt Lieb.
Thank you. My camera and lighting is too good. This is the Zoom version of being overdressed. I feel like low-key embarrassed. My girlfriend she does streaming, so that's why. Well, she's not my girl. I got engaged, everyone. And I'm just telling everybody in all the Zoom comedy shows I'm on. That's how fucking sad life is in quarantine. It's just I can't wait to get booked so I can tell people about my love. That is very exciting. It's been a wild year. Quarantine is bad. I hate it. I want everything to go back to the way it was, which is a real fucked up sentence. Because the way it was bad too. It's been hard to write jokes. As a comic, you know, a lot of jokes come from like observations, looking around. You guys want to hear the one joke that I wrote during quarantine? You guys ready for this? All right, let's do it. Balls are just dick titties. That's it. That's the whole joke. Just 1 year stuck inside, looking at my balls, and that's what you get. A little bit more about my balls. I got a long sack, very, very long sack, big. It's just I feel like I could comfortably fit 4 more balls into my sack, and maybe I should. Maybe that should be my quarantine project. You know, make it look like, you know, in gym class when the teacher would take all the dodgeballs out of that bag. That's what I want my ball sack to look like. These are the things I'm thinking about. Anyways, I'm getting married. Stuck inside watching streaming content. That's what I've been doing. I watched the new Mulan. I did not like the new Mulan. I did not like the old Mulan. I don't like the concept of Mulan because I feel bad for the male love interest in Mulan. You know, Mulan's a story about a woman who needs to pretend to be a man in order to fight in a war in place of her father. And that's all fine and good, but then there's this dude who low-key is falling in love with some guy named Ping, and I feel bad for him because at some point he's going to be like, you know, I just have all these feelings and, you know, there's something about you, Ping. I don't know. I'm falling in love. And then Ping is like, oh, actually, this is perfect. My name's not Ping. It's Mulan. I'm a girl. And he has to be like, oh, sick. That's great. That's why I summoned up all my courage to tell you that I fell in love with you. Very excited. I love vaginas. I love the way they. Thank God are you sure? Yeah, I'm a girl. Fuck! You know, it's just bad times. It's bad times. Let's talk a little bit about my family. Got a crazy family. My dad is crazy. You guys got a crazy dad? Like the one that's in a mental institution? You guys got one of those? Because I do. That's a new development. He went crazy in quarantine. That is a thing that happened. He just started getting slowly. It started out, he got radicalized by Facebook. You know, like he started like sharing like right-wing memes. He started commenting on YouTube videos. He fucking got really excited about the Joker movie for no reason. And at one point I was just like, oh shit, is it possible that my dad is just a fucking virgin? Because he sounds like a virgin. That could be what's happening, which is ridiculous because it's just like, just fuck mom. She's right there. Just watching Downton Abbey on repeat. Fuck mom! You know, next time he calls me, he'd be like, I can't get the printer to work. I'm going to be like, oh, have you tried fucking mom? Fuck mom! But he never did. And now he's in a literal loony bin, which is a lot of fun. I'm handling it well, so I'm, engaged. So I keep saying that to make myself feel better about it. The crazy thing is that, like, no matter how kind of nuts he got, he never got into conspiracy theories, which I love. I love that he never got into conspiracy theories because he's Jewish, And Jews, we don't like conspiracy theories because every conspiracy theory is one degree away from, like, the Jews, so we don't fuck with it. But I enjoy them. I'm going to tell you some of my favorites before I get out of here. I really enjoy the Tupac Shakur is still alive conspiracy theory. That's a fun one. And not because I believe in it, but because they never make that same claim about Biggie. Nobody believes his ass is still alive. They looked at him. They're like, nah. Even if he did fake his death and moved to Cuba, 2 weeks tops. And that body weight and that heat, come on, it's not happening. One of the ones I really enjoyed recently was the 5G is coronavirus conspiracy theory. Did you guys hear about that one? People like shooting down 5G towers because they were convinced that was the real coronavirus, which is just... It's crazy because it's like all the waves of scientific evidence out there just cannot drown out the sound of a hillbilly just screaming, 5G, that's too many G's. Like, they can't, like, I've heard of 4, but 5, like, they just can't understand the concept of more than 4 G's. Next they're going to be like, and I got gingivitis from the Bluetooth. No, you didn't. It's from not brushing. My final favorite conspiracy theory is the 9/11 truther conspiracy theory. The 9/11 was an inside job. I enjoy that one. Again, not because I believe in it, but because I like to think about how angry that must have made Osama bin Laden when he heard about it. Like, imagine, like, he went into hiding because of this thing that he pulled off, right? And he finally gets access to the outside world in a safe house in Abbottabad, Pakistan, and he wants to see his handiwork. So he goes on to YouTube, and he types in 9/11, and what does he see but a bunch of neck-bearded Alex Jones-looking motherfuckers like, actually, jet fuel doesn't melt steel beams. And he's just like, oh, jet fuel absolutely melts steel beams. They do not need to melt, they merely need to bend. Like, that is top-shelf revenge. Everyone else gets blamed for it. It's always Bush did 9/11, or the CIA did 9/11, or my personal favorite, the Jews did 9/11. That had to hurt the most. Is that they're giving it to the sworn enemy? He's just like, the Jews. Like, he can't stand. Like, and to me, that's like that has to be a troll move, right? To blame the Jews for 9/11 and have Osama bin Laden find out about it, that's a high-level troll move. Like, I don't believe that the Jews did 9/11, but I absolutely believe that the Jews did 9/11. You know what I'm saying? We all got together, and we were like, we have this great concept for an internet video. And we have his email address. All right, guys, I've been Matt Lieb. Thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of the show.
Matt Lieb, ladies and gentlemen. I love the phrasing too of did 9/11. Like, people always say, like, did 9/11. It is just it's a weird way to talk about, like, throwing planes into buildings. Oh, they did 9/11. Also, just for everybody at home, I'm not in a tank top. It's just a shirt that looks like my skin. I'll let everybody know. We have got a lot of people to thank. People have been donating, and thank you so much. People are excited. Kristen's back. Daniel Berman. I'm so glad to see both Kurt and Kristen back. Thank you. Steely Dan Halen. He got his vaccine at House of Intuition, and he has a sneaking suspicion they injected him with kombucha. Sacred Pine Tree. Loving watching you guys after work. Thank you, Sacred Pine Tree. Julie Bissell, thank you for jokes. Morris Machuca, Copy Haste is a big contributor to the Bananas podcast, of which Kristen likes to criticize how I do things there. Been depressed as fuck for 2 weeks. Thanks for the brief interruption. Kristen Shaw is a horse. Yes, she is. Thank you, Philip Sharp. Thank you, Philip, for the children and Kristen's return. Welcome. Everybody's excited Kristen's back. I'm excited Kristen's back, even though it comes with a lot of criticism. Molly Asako, thank you. And Sacred Pine Tree again. Yes. Are you guys ready for your next act of the evening? She's absolutely fantastic.
I wasn't criticizing you. Asked me if I learned anything, and I learned about our relationship.
Oh, interesting. Yeah. What you learned was when I'm being a boorish grunt that you call me out and other people just let me be boorish, right? That's what you learned. All right, great. Let's get back into the show. Very exciting. She's absolutely fantastic, all the way from New York City. They have the shirt. It says New York fucking City. Do you know what I'm talking about? It's a fun place to visit. I loved living there. I'm not going to live there again. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome the very funny Mary Beth Barone.
Hi, everyone. It is true. I am coming to you live from New York. We don't clap for New York anymore because that is where Woody Allen lives. I actually was just in LA last weekend. I was there to do stand-up on a diversity and inclusion showcase. And when I got an email saying that I was to perform on a diversity and inclusion showcase, I said, I think you sent this to the wrong person. But then they said, no, we need someone to come and represent people who look really mean. So I went out there and performed. It was so much fun. It was great to travel again. I really love traveling because I love the airport. It's very organized there. My favorite part about being at the airport is that announcement they do every 20 minutes that's like, hey, if someone asks you to take their luggage, don't. Because it's like, regardless of terrorism, there's no way I would ever agree to take on more luggage. Even when my parents ask me to watch their stuff, I'm like, ooh, technically I know you, but they're pretty strict here. If you're going to Hudson News, grab me a Fiji water. I remember my last big trip before the pandemic was to Mexico City with my 8 best friends. And it was fun. We stayed in an Airbnb, and Airbnbs are great, but they're always just like deeply flawed properties. Like you show up and the house is upside down. Or it's located inside of an elementary school. Like if the listing says that it's quirky, that means that it's haunted by the ghost of someone's stepdad. Our house in Mexico City had 2 dogs actively dying in it, which was weird. But it was $100 a night. So for an 8-bedroom house, ultimately a good deal. We did go clubbing one of the nights in Mexico City, which was so much fun. It was like going back in time, you know, because everything cost like $1 and people were just openly sexually harassing us. And I was like, what is this, 2017? It was cool. It was fun. I love history. You know, I'm obsessed with the Vietnam War right now. I never learned about it in school, but it turns out it was like a pretty big deal. And I just watched a documentary on it that was 17 hours long. And I learned so much in this documentary. Like the US got involved in the war in Vietnam, knowing that they were going to lose, which I have to respect because that's basically what I'm doing every time I get involved romantically with a man. Like I'm engaging with an enemy I don't understand. When things start to go badly, instead of withdrawing, I just pour in more resources. A lot of damage, a lot of regret. It's like, where's my Purple Heart? But I am bisexual, so I date men and women. And I will say that flirting with women is way harder than flirting with men because women are actually listening. Like if a guy ever breaks up with you, don't worry. It was something you said. He definitely didn't even hear you. Probably broke up with you over something that happened a long time ago that he never worked through. Like this British guy I'm seeing right now, he brings up old shit all the time. The other day, he wanted to talk about the Boston Tea Party. I was like, figure that out on your own time. Don't project that onto me. And I have a lot of experience with fuck boys. I've dated a lot of fuck boys in my life. I'm somewhat of an expert, just lucky, I guess. And I have developed a fuck boy test that works 100% of the time. It's completely foolproof. If you suspect someone is a fuck boy, if they're exhibiting the behaviors, the signs, just have sex with them. And then you'll get the results within about 3 to 5 days. That's all behind me now. I have this British boyfriend and I'm so happy. You know, after years of dating and sleeping with comedians, I finally found someone with a real job. An actor. So you guys have been so much fun. I'm Mary Beth. Enjoy the rest of the show. Thank you for having me.
What exactly is a fuck boy?
Kristen, do you remember my time in Australia?
What?
That's a fuck boy. Do you remember my time in Australia?
Yeah, when you just needed to fuck.
Yeah, that's a fuck boy. I was a fuck boy before the term existed.
Okay.
Yeah. Does that make sense?
That makes sense. Kurt, I'm sorry that I criticized your Bananas podcast. Really sorry. I probably just heard a couple bummer ones, but I'm going to listen to all of it now.
So you're suggesting, just time out for a second. Jake, can you throw me up? You're suggesting that there's a couple of episodes in which I am a bummer on my podcast.
Like you were in a mood where you didn't really want to be doing the podcast. You were presenting things that you could riff off of, and you were just like, next topic. You were more into the agenda of the topics that you'd researched than just exploring them, improvisationally in the moment.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Yeah. Well, I think maybe we have a different idea. I'm not even gonna get into this. All right, back to Kristen.
That was awesome, and I was just talking about Airbnbs. I had to rent the only place I could find in Vancouver, and it was a house, and it had terrible plumbing, and it flooded always. And one day it flooded so bad, and we couldn't use any of the toilets, and my husband had to take a shit outside in the rain. All right, moving on to the next. We're so excited to see her again. I saw Kimberly when I was in Vancouver, and now she's back again, and I'm so excited. Give it up for the lovely Kimberly Clark.
Thank you. So nice. So I'm childless. I'm childless, but sometimes while I'm doing my makeup, I like to awaken the motherly instincts that have been laying dormant in my body for so many years. And I'll yell at my unruly eyebrows, lay your ass down. And that brings the baby fever down tremendously. It's cool. You know what? They say you're supposed to drive with emergency water in your car, right? So I had a gallon of water in my back seat and the container got punctured. And I was pissed off when it happened. I was like, damn, I got water all over the place. But then a part of me was happy because it was the first time in my life that I could say my water broke. So, that was cool. Some women, they can tell how good a man is in bed by how well he dances, right? I don't know how to do that. But I can tell what type of sex we're going to have based on whether he likes Steve Miller Band's Jungle Love or Morris Day and the Times Jungle Love. All I'm saying is one is gonna offer you a wine cooler after sex, and the other one's probably gonna offer you Coors Light. I'm just saying. I'm not saying it's good or bad, but there will be a difference. I don't have issues with dudes wearing turtlenecks. Actually, I think some men look really good in turtlenecks, but here's my issue. Okay. I can't deal with a man that has too many turtlenecks in his wardrobe. Like, before I take it to the next level with somebody, I'm like, you know what? We need to open up your closet and do a turtleneck count. And if it gets in the double digits, I'm like, you know what? It's not gonna work. You know, it's like, what in the spirit of Gargamel is going on in here? You know? Who am I dating? You know, and don't let this dude like accessorize it with a medallion and a pinky ring. Okay, like a turtleneck, a medallion, and a pinky ring is the official uniform for a student at the Ike Turner Academy. Like, you don't want to date that dude, right? Like, you're getting into an unhealthy relationship. I'm just saying, like, the outfit, I don't know, turtlenecks. Here's the thing, okay. So it's almost like the shirt is telling you what he's gonna do to you. You know, it's like, see how this cashmere turtleneck is wrapped around my throat, you know? That's exactly how my hands are gonna be around yours. Like, I feel like that's what turtlenecks say. Okay, if turtlenecks could talk. Oh goodness. I'm thinking about researching my family tree. I don't know if I want to use Ancestry.com or if I want to do 23andMe. The name 23andMe sounds like the name of a memoir written by Michael Jordan's ex-barber back in Chicago. Like, I think it would make the cutest little children's book, you know? It was Game 7 of the Finals. I was edging up MJ, giving them a nice lineup for the big day. I just think it would be so cute to write that book. Man, I used to really be into watching the NBA as a kid. I used to love basketball. My favorite team was the Detroit Pistons. But now when I watch it, I look at these players and I'm like, am I watching a game or a tattoo convention? Like, I get really, it's a lot going on, right? I don't know who has more tattoos, NBA ball players or white boy chefs on the Food Network. It's like they're running neck and neck in the tattoo game. You don't know who's who, what's what. You remember, you guys have watched American Idol, of course, and The Voice. And you see like that one girl, she's from the south side of Chicago. Her hair is popping. Her lip gloss is perfect. You don't hear one note come out her mouth, but you know she's going to make the top 5, right? That's how I feel about tatted chefs on cooking competitions. I'm like, oh my God, he's going to make the best steak. And usually he does, you know? And now I'm all messed up when I go to restaurants. I'm like, can I see the chef, please? No, I can't see the chef. Well, tell me this. How many tattoos does he have? 75 and his septum is pierced? We're going to order 2 of everything on this menu. This week's going to be bomb. That's my time, you guys. I'm Kimberly Clark.
Kimberly Clark, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, thank you, Kimberly. That was fucking awesome. You're welcome. Look at, like, I lost your image and then I still heard your voice.
I'm still
here. The internet is amazing. We have a few people to thank. and I would like to thank them. Brian Jaggers, thank you so much. And Monique Herring, so glad Kristen is back. I missed her critiques. And they're so fun, aren't they? It's great to get. Look, you know what? I asked for it, didn't I? I asked for notes, and I got notes. I'm happy. I'm so excited to get notes. That's constructive criticism, and I enjoy it forever. Listen.
Hey, you didn't watch Last Man on Earth at all, so you probably could have given me some notes back in the day.
I watched Last Man on Earth. I watched the first season. I just didn't watch all the seasons. I'm sorry.
Well,
guys, are you guys ready for your next act of the evening? It's nice. You know what is exciting, though? It's like Kristen's back. We get to get all of our issues out into the universe. It's together.
your podcast overseas, and this is
guys, we're having a good time. It's a fun time to do hot tub. Are you guys ready for your next act of the evening?
Love you, Kurt. I'm feeling very needy and vulnerable right now.
I love you, Kristen.
Are we friends?
What? Yeah, we're friends.
Cool. Okay.
Yeah. Oh my God, I love you. Come on now. It's all for fun. There she is. Sacred Pine Tree just donated again. I'm right back into the business. I'm right back into the business of the show. Listen, I am very excited about our next act of the evening. I think he's so very, very, very funny. And I also think that he looks like a young R. Crumb. And I think I talk about it a lot. But I don't know if you guys are familiar with R. Crumb, but you guys can decide. That's R. Crumb, the artist who's probably a big pervert. And this man is absolute. Oh yeah, there it is. Absolutely fantastic. He's so funny. Please welcome to the show the very hilarious Alan Strickland Williams.
Oh God, thank you so much. Definitely a pervert. Let's get out of the way first. Kristen, Kristen, I watched all of Last One on Earth and no notes. No notes.
Are we best friends?
There we go. All right. Anyway, that's my time. Bye, everybody. Go. Hi, my name is Alan Strickland Williams. I'm going to tell you 11 jokes. I know it's hacked to start off, but God, 2020 sucked. Am I right? I mean, the pandemic. I and a lot of other people. I got my job got all fucked up, and I actually had a friend commit suicide. But I also had a threesome. So best year ever, honestly. Who cares, And don't be sad about that. My friend, it's definitely what he would have wanted. He was a real degenerate. So, Rich, that was for you, buddy. You guys can't hear it, but he just said back, Alan, the afterlife isn't real. It worked. The bit worked. Okay. And I know some of you are probably already getting out your phones. Like, we got to cancel Alan having a threesome during the pandemic, but we were all socially distanced. We took every precaution, face down, mask up. That's the way we like to fuck. Come on. We all know it. Got tested after it, got all kinds of tests after it. The tests were so weird for COVID. Like in LA, we did the Dodger Stadium one, and then almost near the end, they were like, yeah, that one doesn't really count. It's not really good. But I did a few, for if you did something on set, you'd have to do the real one. The one where they do the thing in your nose, the nasal swab. And as someone who took the pandemic as a chance to, let's say, break some bad habits, I will say, God, I love that nasal swab though. I mean, I was just in the line, can I get 5 more minutes with this thing? I'm having a good time. I'm a morning person, emphasis on person, singular, one, me. That's it. Not morning people, just one guy. I wrote that in a dream, so I don't know why. Maybe don't follow your dreams. I don't know if that worked or not. A lot of people had babies during this time. My friends had a baby. They put a picture of him online and a onesie, cute little number. It said, ladies, I have arrived. I was like, okay, cool. This baby likes to fuck. That is a cool baby. That baby is like, Doc, whatever I came out of, I want to get right back into. You know what I'm talking about. I don't want kids. I'm childless as well. I have a vasectomy. I'm not a hero. I'm just a guy. But I just, I don't want kids. The only time I'm in a car and I hit a red light and I go like this, I want to be protecting my ramen. I want to be protecting my daughter. I don't want kids, but I am going to freeze my sperm so that then in the summer when it's really hot, it still tastes nice and cold. A lot of people talk about abortion, like the pro-life crowd is like, hey, what if that kid grows up to cure cancer, and the pro-choice people are like, yeah, but what if he grows up to be the next Hitler? And I'm like a moderate. I'm in the middle like, well, what if it's both? There's no trolley problem for this, we're fucked. I don't know. At the very, very end of 2020, scientists discovered a new species of whale. How'd they miss that? It's not just a fish, it's a whale, they're pretty big. And it was 3 of them. They discovered 3 of them at the same time because these 3 new whales swam up to a scientist's boat. How have we missed these the whole time? Lady, these are extroverted whales. Anyway, I got a squatty potty in this whole thing. Not to poop, but to pee, just to get like some height on the situation, And then finally, this, I see it every time come up online. There's a big debate over, some women, when they orgasm, they'll like squirt, but then some people say like, that's not squirt, that's pee, and I'm just like, look, maybe I just made her pee. Still pretty impressive. Okay. That's all I'm going to say. Thank you guys very much. I'm Alex Strickland Williams. Thanks for having me.
Alan, so boring, but what are those letters on your shirt stand?
Oh, that's just,
that's you.
ASW.
Is that on all your clothes or?
It's just marker. I just write it on with marker on everything.
That was awesome. We have a couple of people to thank. Elliot Melbourne, thank you so much, and Morris Machuca. I hope I said that right. Is donating again because he feels like he has to instigate the Kristen breakup. So fast. It really did, didn't it? That's the problem. You give Kurt one week, spirals out.
Oh, I'm the problem.
Yeah. I also put some money into the pot. I don't know why that's through the Venmo because I'm feeling very guilty about telling Kurt that he needs to perk up on his pot. Okay.
I have been hosting this show by myself for 4 months while you trollop about Canada.
First of all, what a joy to be in the midst of one of the hottest times for comedy. Sort of, but also the best brains of the world are coming together on the internet. Nobody feels sorry for you. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, give it the final act of the evening, Joe Kwaczala.
Hi, hello. Thanks so much, everybody. I'm going to do something a little different. I'm your last act for the evening, and we're going to do a little bit of a game show here. And, Kristen, since you're back and you and Kurt seem to be at odds, I feel like why not put you guys just head to head, just get it over with. Just let's quit dancing around this. Let's just have you guys compete. And we're going to play a little game called What Happens Next. And the way this works is I am going to show video clips of something, and I'm going to pause them, and then I'm going to have multiple choice answers, and you'll have to pick what you think happens at that point in the video. And for this addition, we are going to do cartoon openings from the 90s, like Saturday morning cartoon openings of long forgotten shows. So, does that make sense to everybody?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So we're going to go ahead, and I think we've got it all set. And yeah, I'm just going to, let me know if you can hear. Okay, so we're going to pause it there. Now, guys, what do you think happens next? What do we see? Is it A, a robot cowboy plays a guitar? B, a robot ninja does karate that causes lightning? Or C, a robot tiger turns into a spaceship?
We'll see.
I'm going to say A.
Okay, so Kurt's going robot cowboy, Kristen's going robot tiger. Let's see what happens next. That's a point. It's a point for Kurt. It was indeed somehow, I might even say impossibly, a robot cowboy playing a guitar for presumably no reason. That's from a show called Silverhawks. America was not ready for a robot cowboy, I guess, shredding on a guitar at that moment. But I don't know. Maybe we could reboot it. All right, so it's 1 point for Kurt. Let's take a look at the next clip.
We used to be 4 ordinary teenagers until one day we met some new friends from out of town.
All right, so I'm going to pause it there. They were they're ordinary teenagers, and then they met some friends from out of town. Who do we think the friends are? Are they A, tree people, B, muscular dinosaurs, or C, outer space wizards with a hip hop attitude?
B.
You're going to say Kristen's going with muscular dinosaurs, B. Kurt, what do you think?
I'm going to say B too.
You're both going muscular dinosaurs.
We met some new friends from out of town. They were called dinosaurs.
You can't. I mean, with that one, it's like you can't not. If muscular dinosaurs is an option, that's what you want to see. That's what I want to give you guys. So good intuition there. That is the show Dinosaurs, and they are buff as hell. Okay, so there. I just have one more clip, and. Okay, so that was Hulk Hogan, and he turned it to a cartoon. And this is the last one. You know, we could end in a tie, or Kurt, you could run away with this thing. So what do you think happens next? A, he rips the door off of that car, like off its hinges, and slides in. B, he stops and slowly opens the door. Or C, he does a flip into the car, and it flies away into outer space.
C.
B.
Okay, let's take a look and find out what happens next. It was right. He just stops and slowly opens the door, runs right up to it, and makes a complete stop. And you know what? I think this is what's gonna mend the fence here. This is gonna bring you guys back. You guys tie. You both win, and I think that is beautiful. Look at that. And that's gonna be it. I just wanted to play that game. Thank you guys. Have a good night, everybody.
Go Kwaczala, ladies and gentlemen. If you hadn't, go watch all of his videos on Twitter and YouTube. They're very, 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 very funny. Kristen, we did it. We did it. First one back in a while.
Yeah, feels good. And thank you, Diego Perez and Sacred Pine Tree, for letting us take all your money tonight for good causes.
Yeah, thank you guys. And thank you to everyone who watched. Thank you to all of our great guests tonight.
Mhm.
Thank you to our producers, Joel and Mandy, and Sam and Jake, and Olivia and Phil.
And we're getting lots of. It looks like Alan Strickland Williams was very happy about that show.
Oh, good. He says he needed that. I like
Yeah.
that.
I did too. And Joe says thank you. I really missed everybody. It's so nice to be around really funny, smart people. They don't exist everywhere in the world. That's why I try to be near them.
Oh, Robbie Lewis, thank you.
Well,
He says it's the best Hootie and the Blowfish show he's ever been to. Pretty good. Pretty good, Robbie. You nailed it.
well,
Thank you, Kristen.
Thank you, Kurt. Thank you for all that you do.
Thank you for all that you do. We did it again. We'll see you next week, folks.
All right, guys. Have a good night. Stay safe. We're almost to the end, maybe.
Son of a martyr, son of a father. You can look inside you. You can look inside me. Shut. Look deep inside. You can put it together. You can pull it apart. You ain't lots on conscience. You don't remember. You